Hey button pushers, my name is Nick and welcome back to the haunted PS1 demo disc playthrough. And today it's time for the drowning machine. And that just looks like an evil portal. Before my best friend's passing, we began working on a game together. These excerpts are all I have left in his honour. It's time to finish that game. Oh, that's a lot of content warnings. Very small team. 2 people. Oh, Cushing, that's very close to Cushion. We could nearly be brothers. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Extreme danger. Read before playing. I feel it's important to warn you of exactly what you're about to see. As much as it's been incredibly painful to work on, I feel that this message is one that needs to be heard. In February of 2019, my best friend Charlie took his own life. He was a brother to me as much as he was a friend. A few months before his passing, he and I began working on a game together, a project he loved dearly. What you're about to see is the closest I will ever come to his original vision, wrapped in my own experience mourning his loss. The Drowning Machine is a testament to his life and creativity, and the real, unfiltered experience of losing a loved one to suicide. I've attempted to start this project a number of times before, under different names and perspectives, but this has been the only way this feels right. Before he passed, he insisted that if anything bad ever happened to one of us, the other had to finish the game. Profit from the Drowning Machine will be donated to a trans lifeline in Charlie's honour. 643125. I don't know if that's going to be of any relevance to anything, or if that means... I'm sure it does mean something. Wow. That's... brutal. Absolutely, like, gutting. I've said in videos before that mental health issues are something I'm very, very, very familiar with, but that's really like a beautiful thing to finish it in memory of someone. Yeah, there it is again. Reverie, whatever that is. Freefall, Wanderlust, blah blah blah. Eulogy. The beginning. You were gone long before I ever knew to start looking. I watched as your spine began to snap. Reverie contains excerpts from the poem Severance, written by Charlie, provided before his passing. Okay, so Reverie's coming soon. Freefall. The waiting. I tore out my fingernails waiting to hear your voice. I keep telling myself that the blood made me miss that call. Freefall contains excerpts from the poem Selfish, written by Charlie, provided before his passing. Okay, so we have Freefall, Wanderlust, and Eulogy. Okay. Movement and all other excerpts from the Drowning Machine contain heavy references to real death, suicide, self-harm, suicidal ideation, and a number of other dark themes. If you're sensitive to any of the above material, please tread carefully. The Drowning Machine is a true story. God, man, I'm feeling like incredibly, not even on edge, just like emotional about this. I found the nest of birds huddled together in the corner of the porch overhanging our family house. It was spring and the newborn babies had to eat. The incessant chirping was mind-numbing, but the birds in the nest were so cute. Ooh. What the... Heaven. Hey, have you heard from Charlie? No? Why? He sent me something weird. I haven't heard from him since Friday. I'm getting worried. Man. One morning, the chirping was different. A tiny bird with no eyes to see had fallen from its home. The thing was pathetic, screaming for help from the pavement below. But as we all know, you're not supposed to touch a baby bird. I left it there to wait for its mother. But night fell, and the bird's cries for help went unheeded, now weak with exhaustion. I did what I could to keep it from harm, trying desperately to bring it closer to its home. I fear I may have sealed its fate. Ooh. It was fun at first. The brush of wings, the words between words, the brilliance of the light. Sunlight lingered on his lips, danced in his smile, radiated from his eyes, a heavenly gleam that seemed to blot out the endless ocean. The lilting swallow melody that covered the notes of my own swan song. That's a horrible noise. Oh, I don't like that it's getting louder as well. Is it getting louder? No, it's coming from over here. Oh shit. I didn't actually mean to do that. Oh, you promised. Okay. It is called Freefall. Wanderlust, the Wanderer. During a period of grief, sometimes it's better to fight your way to the surface, trying desperately to breathe again. Sometimes it's safer just to sink beneath the waves. Wanderlust contains excerpts from the poem Break It Down, written by Charlie, provided before his passing. And stay out. Wandering around the store crying, you're scared of customers. Fucking weirdo. Pulling my teeth are look at deer headlights being used. Also, I read that sentence like it was part of the poem, but it's not. Cheer up, bud. It's the first snow of the winter. Hasn't snowed at all and it's February. Aren't you excited? Why are you excited? You love this. This is your favourite part of winter. Headlights being used. Pinching the candles. Also missed the end of that conversation about the snow. Oh my god. That was abruptly loud. Thank you, Ghost Dwarf. I did not enjoy that sound. Is that body? I don't know. It looked kind of body shaped. It might have just been the assorted trash. This is so beautiful, but so gut-wrenchingly sad. I reckon there's 3, maybe 4 more bits to find. Also wandered into the snow. No jacket required. White drawing streaks of red across the skin. Rubbed raw from the sea salt. Unfeeling. You had to know I couldn't stand to lie there. Wrapped in your burial shroud. Your epitaph through magenta glass. Boring holes in the back of my head. Jesus. Oh, okay, I'm here now. Is this the other side of the train tracks? Question mark? The compliant hospital patient, it's there. It's not. It's gone. Making a mess. Spitting it out. A tangle of yarn. A selfish little toddler. They come, they promise, they leave. One more. One more left to find. Train's not here yet. Don't have a ticket anyway. Got to scrape one together, but it's so cold outside. Shit, have I missed a bit? Okay, fine. Some backtracking is to be done. Ah, this is open now, though. That's very handy. Very kind of you. Thank you. Here it is. It's been tearing me up, you know? Not knowing how you went. Every night I see you there. In that 2-person dorm room. Alone. Left to sit for 3 whole days. With that second empty bed frame. Stood up against the wall. And the flies crawling in. Pulling my gums, baring my teeth, a fish on a hook, a deer in the headlights, being born, being used, being dead, pinching the candles, kissing the flame, the ecstatic birthday boy, the compliant hospital patient. It's there, it's not, it's gone, making a mess, spitting it out, a tangle of yarn, a selfish little toddler. They come, they promise, they leave. Good God. Okay, right, let's go. Time to get out of here. That's bullshit. You never bought that ticket. Where the fuck were you gonna go? Home? No destination was worth the price of the space in between. You stayed on that bench until they found you. Scared, shitless, in the snow, alone. Wanderlust. An excerpt from The Drowning Man, The Drowning Machine, again by Aidan Cushing. Based on an original story by Charlie Schulz. Man. Bit eulogy. After what I'd seen, couldn't bear the thought of having to see you in that coffin. The makeup artist at the last funeral could barely cover the marks. Eulogy was created in 3 hours, using the poem Your Actions Will Have Consequences, written by Charlie, provided before his passing. This is gonna suck. I really don't mean that in a negative way either. Like, I don't mean it's gonna be bad. It's 100% not, I mean. Can't do another open casket. I can't. The lingering, persistent cough sounds like too long of a drag. Tastes like ragged purging. Feels like silence. Exhausting screaming. The anger. I went and set up another one. It looked like anger. Guess they took down the old swing sets. Probably because of our late night haunts. The angry, subconscious itching. Whispers like a spot of rust. Haven't slept in days. All those nights I drove you home early. I should have known. Screams like the snap of a flame, cries like synthetic rubber, the floating, violent lightness, snags like a human dessert, grips like gnashing teeth. Now I take the back roads home. It's okay. You'll be fine. Hide the hurt. You promised. You owe it to him.
Today I'm here in front of you to read words I was hoping I'd never have to write. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through them, but for his sake I damn well have to try. These words might be rough for some, but I promised him I'd say them. Monday morning, I woke up to the news I had been praying not to hear the night before. Charlie Schulz, the brightest star in my life, had passed away. I spent several days convinced this was all a bad dream I'd wake up from with time, with a hole torn in my heart, but sadly I've had no such luck. I've spent several days trying to find a singular event, some defining moment in my friendship with him that could capture everything he meant to me, but no single experience with him could ever show you what it was like to have him in your life. No words could ever encompass the boundless creativity and artistry of the things he created. No words could ever explain the endless late nights and inside jokes and philosophical conversation, the laughter, the tears. No words could ever encompass the bottomless support and love he had for the people he cared about. Though he may not have seen it himself, Charlie was a warrior. The fears and burdens and sorrow he experienced in his life would crush even the strongest among us. Charlie held the weight of the world on his shoulders, but if you so much as frowned within a mile of him, he wouldn't hesitate for a single second to drop everything he was doing to come to your rescue. Charlie may not have known it, but he was our rock, and we did all we could to be his. But pain is incomprehensible, and his fight has ended. So in honor of his fight and the joy he brought into our lives, I ask all of you only one thing. Today let us bury the body of the daughter, granddaughter, niece, and sister who never quite was. Let us lay to rest his fears and pain and regret. Let us mourn the parts of him that never were. And let us remember and rejoice in the light of the son, grandson, brother, and friend Charlie truly was. His dry wit and boundless creativity, the good times and the bad. Let us remember the warrior, inspiration, and absolute gem of a human being that is Charlie Schultz, because a little bit of that man lives on inside each and every one of us. Rest in peace, kiddo. I'm so proud to have called you my friend.
Wow. Wow. That I don't even have words. Don't even have the words. That was. I know I missed a bit of paper on the last one, but wow. You could feel the hurt in this game. You could really feel the pain. It's such a beautiful thing. Like the love that Aiden had for Charlie. It bursts with it. Absolutely bursts with it. So I don't know these people, but my heart is broken for them. Like, absolutely. No, this is not what I signed up for. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Really well done. This one's not getting the usual outro at all. I'm not going to spiel on this. This was art. This was art. Like I said, anything mental health based, it always kind of hits notes with me. But to see it from someone else's perspective is just I don't have the words. This is something you need to experience for yourself, 100%. I'll put the link in the description to the Haunted PS1 demo, but I'll also put the link to this game in the description as well. This is something you have to experience for yourself, 100%. Tell somebody you love them. That's what I'm about to go and do right now. So I'll see you on the next one.